Greetings, I'm Rabbi Shlomo, and this is my shofar. There are two ingredients that are necessary to fulfill the mitzvah of blowing the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. The first one is the shofar, which comes from an animal. But the second ingredient is our breath that comes from inside of us. It's interesting because the Hebrew word for breath is nishima. The Hebrew word for our souls is nishama. Nishima and neshama sounds kind of similar. In fact, if we look in the Torah, when mankind first receives a neshama, if you look in the verses tell us that God blew into his nostrils the breath of life. So in fact, one could say that our neshama, our souls, are actually breath, the breath of God. Based on this, our rabbis teach us a fascinating insight into the mitzvah of blowing the shofar. In fact, the shofar breath combo is supposed to parallel our body and our soul. The shofar from an animal, like our animalistic bodies. The breath, the neshima, to parallel our neshama, our soul. Tkiya! You see, the fascinating thing is that if you were just to blow, it doesn't make any sound. Breath has no sound to it. But yet we pick up a shofar and we blow into this very narrow hole, and it goes through this long tube, and when it comes out, it's loud, it's dramatic, it's dynamic. And the same thing is true in life. You see, our souls might be very spiritual, but without our body, without the physical world, without having to go through the ups and downs of life, our souls won't make any sound. It's only when the soul comes down into this physical world, into our animalistic body, it goes into this narrow, constricted space, and it bounces off the walls of the physical world. It goes up and it goes down. And then finally, when it comes out at the other end, it's loud. It made its statement. It's dramatic. It's dynamic. On Rosh Hashanah, we blow the shofar, and that reminds us that today we're starting again. Today we're giving our soul a new chance to express itself. No matter what happened this past year, we're putting it behind. We appreciate the fact that all the challenges and all the struggles were just there to give our silent souls a loud voice in this world. And when we return our soul, it's going to be much louder than it is today. So this Rosh Hashanah, when you're listening to that shofar blow, think about your life, think about your soul, think about your struggles, and think about how, through all of those struggles, that's your battle cry. That's what gives you your voice. Wishing you and your family a Shana Tova, a happy and sweet new year from the Late Experience.